Hello, everyone. Thank you for downloading CreateLex AI Unreal Engine Assistance. I'm just going to walk you through a great tutorial just to kind of get you set up. Well, just a full setup. Um, and we're going to get right into it. So, first thing you want to do is you go to createlex.com. Here's the main page. And once you get in there, you can either sign up with your credentials from Google or GitHub. Um, I have GitHub already set up here. And once you already subscribed, your page is going to look a little different. Once you're subscribed, you're going to have this information here. You can scroll down. What we want to look for is two things. We want to look for the CreateLex Bridge app. Depending on your platform, if you have Windows, Mac, or Intel Silicon, you can download the version. So we're going to do number one. We're going to scroll down and download the Windows version since I'm on the Windows computer right now. And I'm going to give you a full, a detailed tutorial on how to get this set up. So we're going to download two files. So the bridge application is the one we need as well. And then we need the Unreal Engine plugin. So we're going to go here and download the CreateLex Gen AI. And this is the last file we need to download. So we have two files. Well, while that's downloading, it's relatively quick. I'm going to open up Unreal Engine and start a project. And we're going to open up, uh, wait for the editor. I'm going to use Unreal Engine 5.6 right now. So I'm going to go to the latest and create a project. And we're going to go and make sure we get all set up for Unreal Engine. And of course, we're going to be working on more modifications for our tools. Every month, we're going to be releasing new tools and functionalities to improve our Gen AI plugin. So I'm excited for that. Okay, so I'm going to go and make a game. And let's go to third person shooter template. And we're going to go for C++. I'm going to call this your your life. And you can save it in whatever project directory. I like to make a C/dev just to have my stuff organized. So when I move it to another computer, I can do the same thing. And I'm going to hit create. So we're going to go back to our downloads folders and see those two files we created. So we have uh, the CreateLex Windows Bridge application, which we have to download. We need to install that on our computer. We're going to say run anyway. And this will basically install our bridge application. And once that's up and running, let's see, we hit create button. Once this is installed, we wait for that to finish. Perfect. And now we're waiting for our project to start. So what we're going to do is once this project is open and up and running, we're going to need to move our plugins folder inside of this Unreal Engine game project. So let's see here. So so the CreateLex Bridge application is relatively simple. You basically have to just sign in. Once you sign in, it'll redirect you into the callback, and once it's authenticated, you see active. Sometimes this says inactive. That's mostly for users that haven't subscribed yet. So you can hit close for now. It does. We can just minimize the browser. We'll go back into the application, and we'll see that we are authenticated, and then we can hit the start MCP server. Once it's started, you'll see it says status running, and that should be running locally on your computer, which is great. And this is it for now. That's all we need to do for the bridge. We leave that alone. Now we go into our project, and we want to go into, um, sometimes you don't have a plugins folder. So it's most of the time You have to create your own. So what we're going to do is just go here, hit new folder, and we just call this plugins, just like that. And we can close the directory out for now. We can close the project out because Unreal Engine needs to detect this plugin first. So we're going to go into our downloads folder where we got I'm going to extract this. For now, I'm going to extract this into the downloads folder. And then you see here, we're just going to open this up, double click it, and probably double click it again. And what we want to see is get the CreateLex Gen AI. We just need to copy this, just like this, go into our plugins folder in our project, paste it, and that's it. So what we want to do is restart the project again. There's two ways you can do that. Either you can just double click your project and wait for it to load. It's going to ask you this, and you just say, yeah, I want to rebuild this. And that's going to recompile the project with um, the CreateLex Gen AI plugin auto enabled. So once this is up and running, I'll show you guys how to configure this in Cursor. This also works for Windsurf. It also works for uh, Claude Desktop as well. And most the configurations are pretty much the same. So great. Now we see new plugins are available. So you want to just double check and see in the AI tools. So we see that is enabled, which is great. And we can go to project, we go to edit, project settings. We want to scroll all the way down to plugin section, and you should see something like CreateLex Gen AI. You want to make sure this is checked, auto sock server. So this is something really important. You want to make sure this is checked. I'm going to work on getting this auto selected. So let me close this out, save the project, close it, and we want to open it back up again. So that way, that's a very important step to make sure that our Unreal Engine plugin is enabled with that socket started, auto ran. Okay, I am going to open up. I have a project now. It looks like everything is running. Great, good, good, good. No errors, perfect. So now I'm going to go into my cursor and open up the, I'm going to open up this project in cursor. It's called Your Life. Now in cursor, to get this to run, this is the cheat code. This auto is great. It works really good, and you get like basically unlimited prompts if you use an auto. I know cursor has a big you know, model list, but auto pretty much works good, and you can always get good unlimited results there. So we're gonna go to File. We're gonna go to Preference, Cursor Settings. We're gonna go to Tools and Integrations. And right now there's no MCP servers here, so this is a fresh MCP file, that server settings. And in the documentation we have here, if you go, you would notice that we are asked, you have some installation on how to get set up with your IDEs. Um, and this file here, you can copy and paste it, but you want to make sure that it's actually the valid. You want to make sure this URL is very valid. And there's ways you can do this. I'll show you an easier way. So when you're in your project, you can just go to plugins and you go into CreateLex Gen AI. You go to content and you go to tools and you right click this file. You can right click it and just copy as path. So you go back into cursor, you open this file here, and I just like to paste it, just paste that file. And this is where this actual link, you can just double forward slash here, double forward slash, double forward slash here, and double forward slash here. And this is like the actual link you're going to need. And you can do that pretty much with any project that you set this MCP JSON. So we're going to go here, back to this, copy this entire JSON string, go back into cursor, and we can paste that. Now, we get rid of this one because this is like a temporary one, right? You want to get our own there. We're gonna delete this, and we're just gonna basically import this string here into just like that. And we can get rid of this one that we had originally at the top. All right, perfect. Now our MCV server is almost ready to be authenticated, so we can close this out. And you can see this red tool right here. Um, and that's fine because it's just auto enabled. You just want to disable it and enable it again, and it should turn green, and you're all set. So I'm going to close this out. We're going to do a little quick demo just to show you that it's working. So we are going to, some people like to, how can I say, um, have the way they're set up tools and, browsers, how they, so they can use it, pretty much, and then see the screen, what they're doing. It depends on how your setup is. But for the sake of this purpose, I'm just going to make it bigger so you can see how it looks. And I'm going to say test Unreal Engine connection just to make sure it's working. And it's going to run, it's going to test it. It says, great, the connection to, and it gives us the version and the stamp. So I'm going to do something simple just to show you that it's working. I'm going to say create a red cube and call it red cube. Now, if we wait for this, it's going to stack, it's going to try to find, it's going to try to spawn it for us. There's some errors here, but we'll get those fixed in some of the next versions. Look at it, and it figures it out, finds the materials, it's executing, and it says it perfectly created one for us. So we're going to go here, we're going to type in red, we're going to see, we're going to go here, and guess what? Wow, we have a red cube. Voila. So this is basically just a setup of how you can set up your Unreal Engine project. We have more tools to come and more functionalities. This is just some of the basics. There's more that you can add. But yeah, we're super excited. Thank you so much. And we definitely appreciate the developer community. You guys are awesome. You just make us, you make everything better. Thank you. Have a good one.